Will Narcos return for Season 4? Netflix has officially renewed Narcos for a 4th season and has announced that Michael Peña and Diego Luna will be starring in the new run. Season 4 was ordered back in 2016 when the streaming giant recommissioned 2 seasons in one go. Production on Narcos Season 4 is now underway with filming taking place in Mexico City, Mexico. Netflix has not announced an official date yet, but it is expected to drop in September. A teaser was recently released revealing the casting but didn't give much away about the plot. The death of location scout Carlos Muñoz Portal had previously cast doubts about the show's viability. Portal was found shot dead in his car in Mexico, where he had been scouting locations for the next season. Pedro Pascal, who plays Javier Peña, called the 37-year-old's death tragic, and said that the show could only continue if it is safe to do so. "We can't do it if it's not safe. If they want to do it, they'll figure it out in a safe way. We're talking about lives," he told TMZ. When will Narcos Season 4 be released? According to Netflix, Season 4 is slated to premiere next, but no specific launch date has yet been announced. If Season 4 goes ahead, tradition dictates that it will be released in September 2018. The 2nd and 3rd seasons began airing in September in both 2016 and 2017 respectively. What will happen in Narcos Season 4? Narcos will hit the reset button once again, with a new drug cartel and possibly a new team of DAE agents. Javier Peña put the 4 Cali godfathers behind bars in the Season 3 finale, but while doing so uncovered the true depths of Colombia's corruption. He learned that the Calis had effectively bought the Colombian government, having funneled money into President Ernesto Samper's campaign, a fact which the U.S. ambassador and the CIA both knew. When asked if he would go to Mexico to continue the war on drugs, Peña resigned and returned home to Texas. In the final scenes, Peña stood with his father and watched a boat full of smugglers bring cocaine into the U.S. "You can stand here for an hour and you'll count 20 of them going by," Peña Sr. said before asking his son if he would go to Mexico. "I'm through," Peña replied. "I've done enough." Showrunner Eric Newman said that you can believe Peña's final words. "What's tragic about it is that you're losing truly one of the good guys," he explained, all but confirming that Pedro Pascal will not be returning to the series. Season 4 closed with a shot of the Rio Grande, hinting that the action will move to Mexico. Newman said, "Past a certain point, and I think we've just reached that point in our show, Mexico became the kings of the cocaine game. You realize that you shut down the Miami-Caribbean corridor where they were bringing all their cocaine in for years, and that cocaine is going to find another way in. Why not this country of 130 million people with a 2,000-mile border they share with us? It seems to make the most sense, and that's exactly what happened. There is definitely a natural passing of the torch to Mexico, who at the time were already very successful as heroin and marijuana smugglers. It makes perfect sense that you would employ what they call the Mexican trampoline to bounce cocaine into the States. Some have predicted that Sinaloa kingpin Joaquin El Chapo Guzman could be the series' next villain. At the height of his powers, Guzman was named the 10th richest man in Mexico by Forbes with a net worth of $1 billion. The magazine called him biggest drug lord of all time. Guzman rose to notoriety in the late 1980s and early 1990s, and was imprisoned in 1993 for murder and drug trafficking. 8 years later, he escaped a maximum security prison and evaded authorities until 2014. After he was re-imprisoned, El Chapo escaped for a second time in July 2015, and was captured for the third time 6 months later in January 2016. Narcos is available now on Netflix.